Thank you very much. I'm extremely honored to receive this award for AlertNet because AlertNet was created well before my time, 14 years ago, immediately after the Rwanda genocide, when the Reuters Foundation thought that sharing information among NGOs and the news organizations could probably help avoid disasters like what happened in Rwanda. And since it has grown a lot, and I want to thank you here, Tim Large, who is the editor of the foundation. Please stand up. And Tim is the one with a lot of hair you saw in the film, and he has cut his hair as he does once a year, so you just cannot recognize him. The Thomson Reuters Foundation has been born from the Reuters Foundation, and being Reuters, of course, it was all about journalism training around the world. This is the right-hand side. And the Reuters Oxford Institute, where we do research on journalism, where journalists mid-career come for 6 months in a wonderful place in Oxford to do research on journalism. And the Reuters Foundation was AlertNet. And AlertNet has become the first humanitarian website where all the aid workers around the world turn when they need information, when they need to know what happens in countries where the main media have left and where we still cover and tell the story. Because the whole goal of the foundation now is to treat information as a form of aid. Aid is absolutely essential, information is absolutely essential if you are in a disaster, for instance. The day before, you were a banker or you were a lawyer and you knew what you did. And today you are a victim and you don't know anything that is going on. And if you can give to these people the right information, that is to say, where is the distribution of water, or where is the surgeon that can still operate and beds free in hospital, then you empower the people to save themselves. And this is what we try to do. Same with refugees around the world, same with many, many others. So this is AlertNet, and the EIS you saw in the film, we triggered in Haiti under the principle that, and the recognition that there was a gap in the information chain. When a very big disaster strikes, you have the media from all over the world coming to cover the story, and for the rest of the world, they send the story around the world. You have the whole humanitarian machine coming and starting to help, and in a terrible chaos, usually. So nobody has the time to focus, to give the vital information in their language to the affected population. So this is what we did in Haiti, and Tim was in Haiti, triggered it. The last part of the foundation, which is a program we launched last July, is Trust Law. And because if you give information to people, it's still not enough. Sometimes you need a lawyer. You need a lawyer for everything you do as an NGO. You need a lawyer for many, many things you do as a social entrepreneur. And the more the NGOs and the social entrepreneur will be running businesses instead of NGOs run like this, the better we will be in the world. So what we have decided to do was to create a marketplace for pro bono. Pro bono is something which exists and is very well organized in 5 countries in the world, which are namely first the US, UK, Australia, South Africa, Canada. In the rest of the world, either the pro bono work, that is to say a lawyer working for free at no cost, the pro bono is done either in an ad hoc way, that is to say a lawyer knows an NGO and he helps it, or doesn't exist at all, or even is forbidden. It was forbidden in Brazil or in Germany until 2 years ago. So the goal of Trust Law is to spread the practice of pro bono worldwide. And we have we launched in July with 180 members. And today, 8 months after, we have 420 members. So it grows very fast. And a member is a law firm, not the hundreds of lawyers in that law firm. And lawyers and general counsel of big corporations like Goldman Sachs, like General Electric, and many others who have lawyers all around the world, and they can help also. So this is what we have on the right-hand side. And on the left-hand side, we have the beneficiaries, which are the NGOs vetted by the Thomson Reuters Foundation, because we have already 450 NGOs member of AlertNet, and now a lot more members of Trust Law, and social entrepreneurs that are vetted by Ashoka, Grameen Foundation, Echoing Green, Schwab Foundation, Skoll Foundation, I mean, you name there, they are all members. And they push to Trust Law all these social entrepreneurs who need a lawyer for their daily life. I mean, contracts, HR, IP problem, tax problem, whatever. And what has happened is that through that, we have started to build very big program and try to help change the legislation in countries. And so you have many law firms and lawyers from corporations working on really game-changing programs for Trust Law and for the NGOs or the social entrepreneurs which have required it. So I will not explain what it is, but it's a very interesting field. And then we give information, news and information, and a database of laws and best practices. So the news and information are on anti-corruption first, because we thought it would be a good idea to bring some transparency in the ed world and the humanitarian world we have as members of Trust.org. By the way, we bought Trust.org 2 years ago. It was, nobody wanted it. I mean, it was a guy in Texas who had taken the name, and he sold it for very little to us. And I think it speaks a little bit of our times that nobody was interested in Trust.org. And the second vertical of information we are launching next month is women's rights. And so you will have, and we have already a lot of coverage on women's rights. We have 18 journalists at the foundation, plus, of course, the fantastic Reuters network, and we cover a lot of stories, and in multimedia, as you could see. So, voilà, that is the foundation, humanitarian, information as a form of aid, and legal support when you need it. Thank you very much.